What's up guys, this is Sean and today we are in Bandar, Seri, Coalfields, Sungai, Buloh. Very cool. Let's go. This is a 1,000 acres township sandwiched in between the GCE, which is the Guthrie Corridor Expressway, and LATAR Highway. So when you have these two intersections, the centerpiece is actually Bandar Seri Coalfields, and in the search for the next freehold landed townships, right, this area seems to be coming up very quickly, where you can really see the direction of all developers moving into this untapped location of Sungai Buloh. And KLK is one of the very big players just because they are one of the largest landowners around here. Today we're going to be here to get to know the township a little bit better and to actually check out their latest launch called Hampton Residence. This is an entire 1,000 acres of Bandar Seri Coalfields, and there's actually three ways to come in. One, it's via the GCE. If you're coming from Puncak Alam, Klang Meru side will be this road, and if you're actually coming up from LATAR, right, LATAR, then you actually just turn there forward and you turn up, there will be LATAR Highway already. And we are actually now here at the clubhouse where you have the 50-acre central park, and then you are surrounded by all the landed properties already. Now, they are actually starting the Hemingway, which is the luxury portion of the entire development already. Okay, so their centerpiece will be North Haven. All of here is a freehold individual title. They will have a centralized clubhouse where it's also the sales gallery. In this clubhouse, you will have the cafes, the swimming pool, the gym, the basketball court and the tennis court. This clubhouse is also located strategically next to the park. So after the morning walks or morning jogs, right, they will just stop by the neighborhood cafe here to grab a drink or to actually just wash up before continuing with the weekends. So I think it's pretty amazing. And just some details that I really like. They actually label the plants. Nice. This is a salt water pool. So in contrast to the chlorine that we all have, this one is better for the ski. And inside there will be a cafe as well as a badminton court where it's really rubber. I don't want to go and catch out because people are actually practicing, right? But you can really see that it's a well-specced badminton court. So for residents, they can actually join this club for a membership fee, right? And now let's head on to the unit itself. So now we are in Hampton Residence, part of the North Haven. So North Haven is their luxury line of landed. Hemingway was the first phase. After this will be Hampton Residence. So they have the single story bungalow. Then the link also got two types. Then got double story semi-D, double story bungalows and all. Whoa. These houses around here are all individual title, which means when they design it, there's actually fencing around the entire development, and they actually employ guards to be based at the guard house. What you really need to pay is the minimal security fees. After VP for a year, residents will then be instructed to register an RA, a resident association, a management body to actually manage your own taman. Now we are in Hampton Residence show unit, and first of all, let's go through the specs. Okay, so this is a 2690 2215 square feet unit. If you were to come in ground floor, this is actually the living, the dining, then you have the kitchen and one bedroom here. So there's 4 bedrooms. Go upstairs, then you will have a family hall here, bedroom 2, 3 and the principal bedroom. Starting from the front, right, you can see 26 feet, right? It's seriously no joke. Some semi-Ds don't even have 26 feet as their building length. Wall to wall is 26 feet, and you can see the grooving, everything is pretty solid. I like it how they actually position the windows in front, because as terrace house, the only access for ventilation and daylight is only the front and the back. Hence, it's very important to have windows like this. And let's go check it out. First comment, this is rather high. This step might not be as friendly, but you can always do renovation and just slope it down or actually create another step. Coming into the unit, so you will have this corner, right, where people put their son toy, their prayer table and the shoe cabinets around here, and immediately you will have a glance of the entire space already is so huge. Check out the ceiling height. The whole house is actually well lit because of the high ceiling as well. So all of their products is actually having 11 feet, and that can really bring out the space. The windows, the daylight and ventilation will be very nice to the kitchen space as well. So from the living, you have this dining space around here, and because of the depth of the house, you can afford to have a dry kitchen in a terrace house. You have another pocket space over there, again because it's 26 feet. It's so huge. Moving forward, this will be the ground floor bedroom for your elderly. So you have your queen size bed, bedside tables, enormous ceiling height 3.3 meters, your wardrobe space, and it's already at the edge. This room is actually very comfortable. You look at the glass that actually allows daylight, it actually changes the ambience of the space a lot. And there will be a bathroom here. These will be shared with the guests as well. From the bedroom downstairs as well, you get a 17 feet length until the end of the curb, so that's very spacious. Just in case you're wondering where is the wet kitchen, right? When you're coming to your workstation, so this is where you do your heavy cookings. Then you have your yard here, where you actually do your washing, your fridge. So the space is just crazy. Let's not forget this is a link house, it's terrace house. So the two walls are actually joining to the neighbors, so you don't really have a lot of space on a normal circumstance. But this one, 26 feet, no joke. You just check out the space. Okay, you have cabinets this side, you also have cabinets this side. Imagine you wash here, cut here, then you need to take something, right? You need to prepare your food, right? You need to go over this side. You check out this length. Okay, so walking up your staircase, you have a 4 feet staircase, right? It's so huge, right? Then you have the timber steel handrail, and I like it that they join in this way, so it does not eat up into the staircase area as well. And moving up, this will be your family hall. The one is 26 feet, right? On a usual house, it's either 20, 22 or 24. 24 is considered luxurious already. This is 26, and the corner lot will be 28 by 90. So the length standard one is around 70, 75. This one it's 90. I guess that's the benefit of having a home slightly away from the CBD, so you have abundance of land. From this workspace, you get to still have a very high ceiling, and they have the windows here, right? So for daylighting, because this is a terrace house, hence the only light source will be the back and the front. But in the center, they actually put up this little detail to allow in more daylight. Nice! So you have timber floor, and let's head on to the principal bedroom. This is your king size bed, and you still have so much space, oh my. And this is when you really need to consider, right, with that amount of budget for a condo in the CBD or the amount of budget for a family house around the suburbs. Next to the bed, right, you have this huge area of window. And let's check out, you have no balcony for this type, and you have a small window on the porch where it actually can light up your little garden, and there will be all the future developments already. Moving along, this will be the walk-in wardrobe. I have never seen such a scale of walk-in wardrobe for a terrace house before. And your dressing table, and this is your principal bathroom already. WC, the window, very well lit, full height tiles, shower screen, shower. Wow! Nice. Coming up from the principal bedroom, this will be the two bedrooms, right? Just something that caught my eye. This is the structural elements, I guess. But I think they actually square it off, so I think it's fine. Let's start off with this. This is your junior bedroom. High ceiling height. Then this room will have their ensuite bathroom. And you can feel that it's very bright also, because of the treatment of the sky windows. It's just very strategic to let light in and bounces off, so the entire toilet feels way better, right? So the tiling height is only until 3 meters, but I think it's already good enough. So to pull off eyelid treatments like this, right, you really need that amount of area before you can do such a thing. But I think this one is really amazing, right? Not only in terms of floor plan that you see is big, in terms of height as well. Maybe that's the reason why they actually want a 1.1 meters height for the window to begin. So maybe you can still put on the table and it just nice flushes along. The next room is actually a mirror, so everything is pretty similar. Okay, your wardrobe, width, height, window specs, same. So pretty much that's the show unit, but what we are really interested, right, is what you are actually getting. Comments here, but I think overall it's very tiny. The staircase is exactly what you see, what you get. In your standard unit, when you look at the details such as the floor tiles, the skirting, timbers, and check out the ground floor bedroom. Another thing to actually look for is also the kitchen area where the tiles is only I think 1.5 meters, and this is generally what you will get. On the upper floor, timber flooring, timber skirting, aircon points, toilet, no mirror. Okay, so height 3 meters for the wall tiles, and the extremely high ceiling height for the windows. Okay, again, needless to say, this is what you're really paying for in this area. So number one is scale. Regardless width, regardless height, everything is just huge. And I actually forgot that this is a terrace house, a link house. So from the road, this will be the drainage where the rainwater actually flows in. You have pocket greens like this, where this is your post box and your rubbish is actually on this side. If your house is not big enough for your kid to run around, there's still another 2 acres of park. So this is only partial of it because it's not fully completed yet. But your kid can seriously just run around and you can just drain off their energy here before they go to bed at night lah. So I think it's very cool, and I think that's all. Let's go and check out the rest. Now we are at WMS, Wesley Methodist High School. It's an initiative to actually bring population into the development itself, because currently, if you can really see, right, the population is not as matured, hence livability should be the top priority, and bringing a very reputable school is one of the very good strategy, like, in my opinion. This is the age of your future development. So next time there will be another 5,000 acres to go. Now we checked off school, checked off recreational, checked off park, checked off infrastructures, and something you also take note would be the hardscapes, the road size, the curbs, the landscapes, the amount of trees, what type of trees, walkways, bicycle lanes and stuff like that, right? All are very essential for a very successful township. Now we are at BSC, one of the commercial areas that they developed, and they placed the commercial areas next to the main road, right, which is very strategic. However, commercial area really takes time. So they just got CCC and VP'd over. They get a clinic, tuition center, office. That's about it lah. And I always believe the true indicator, the pulse of a neighborhood is really on the tenancy around the commercial areas. And in this case, I think it will still need time, but with the existing infrastructures and all, I think it will be okay. Just because if you really drive through around here, the main commercial areas will be only this BSC. The one before at Coalfields, where I had breakfast this morning, those are there for a very long time already. And with that, let's head on to Sean Take 3 on 3. 3 things I really like. Number one would be the execution of the township, which means when I were to receive this invitation to actually come and check out this place, right, I was concerned because the Bandar Street Coalfield I know was 10 years ago, 2011 time, where the highways generally are not up yet. It's really this countryside road where a lot of cyclists really like to come to enjoy the dynamics, right? Where you have very low rise kampong and it's very cooling and it's very hilly, where you have like the mist and all, the views is amazing. But KLK team really transformed this entire location altogether, leveraging on the 2 highways that was constructed, the Guthrie Corridor Expressway as well as LATAR. So they paced out a development in terms of the Rumah Selangorku, the more affordable one, to actually build in communities first. Then they bring in government school, then they build the parks, they build the clubhouse, only now moving to North Haven, the luxury sides of things. Then that timed accurately with the completion of this kind of shop lots as well. I think when the school starts running, when the shop starts coming in, then population starts building up, then you will see more and more dynamism around here. Number 2 will be good news for those who are in the pursuit for freehold landed properties below $1 million. We mentioned before, it's either you go north or you go south. If you were to go south, you will go Serena, Cove, Nilai area, Kajang, Semenyih, right? If you were to go north, you have Bukit Subang area, Eco Grandeur, Elmina, and Bandar Street, Coalfields. And for those who are not familiar, this may be a very far away distance in your expectation. But if you were to look into the development, the direction of development for all the landed focused townships, right? This is in the right path. Third of all, I really like the unit layouts. It's so big, where it's 26 and 28 by 90. That's bigger than a semi-D. So the main concern for 26 and 90 will be the central area of the house will be very dark because it's still a link house after all, right? But they actually hacked it by having a lot of air wells and sky windows, right, to actually allow daylight into the space itself. So the central space looks very, very good, especially the ensuite bathroom for both of the smaller bedrooms upstairs. And then because of the width as well, the ground floor bedroom is the luxury without compromising the kitchen on the side. Because of the width again, you still have abundance of space for your wet kitchen. Not only the link, you have a courtyard kind of link house. Then you have the single story bungalow, which is mind-blowing. I really like that product. And the team just toured me around, telling me all their sold out products, and it's really, really amazing. 3 things I don't like. Number 1 would be the immediate location. It's really a distance away based on the location that I knew. It was before LATAR and Guthrie highway was completed. So I think with the highway now, also another surprising thing to me is no one actually paid attention that there's a Sungai Buloh jail in this proximity as well. But again, because they actually hide it pretty well, they conceal it from the facade point of view, so you can't really notice it around the road, and most of them don't even notice it. What I thought was a concern, apparently it's not. Point number 2 would be the convenience in terms of amenities. Like I was looking for a place to eat breakfast and to really feel the community. Around here, don't have. Last of all, there are several minor details that I don't like in the unit. First of all, the steps into the house. The 150mm step into the house is really not as friendly. Just that because of the kinks, then you have some columns here and there, which is not well done. If they would just twitch this few glitch a little bit, right? So I think that's all for this episode. If you were to think about a township again, what we really think about is the few things, the connectivity and population, right? Connectivity wise, we look into highways where you have the Guthrie and the LATAR, which transform this entire location altogether. Then in terms of population, how do you attract population into a particular location? Through amenities, where you have programs such as the education, recreational, right, living, residential, commercial, and Bandar Street Coalfields seems to be ticking off all these components. So now what is required is only time, because you can really see the direction of the pursuit of freehold landed houses, right, along this direction already. So if you really like this video, like it, share it, and even subscribe for more information like this. This is a very own stay product, and if you really like it, then think about it. Not entirely for investment. Until next time, this is Sean Tan. Ciao.